LeBron James was on a podcast, the Road Trippin' podcast, with a couple of guys he used to play ball with. And among the things that he said on this were, once again, I don't want to play if there are no fans. We need fans. I can't imagine it. He also said that the layoff has not particularly helped his 35-year-old body. And to another point, he said, we should not go straight into the playoffs. Should have about 5 or 10 games before the playoffs. He said if you go straight into the playoffs, his word, you discredit the games that have been played already, and he wants there to be that playoff race. Wilbon, do you agree with LeBron?
Tony, not particularly. I mean, I understand why he feels that way. I do. I get it. And I'm not going to even be remotely critical of it. But it may just not be possible. Again, we're not talking about the best of all worlds in these situations whenever, sports are allowed to resume. I mean, we're talking about the worst situation, sort of setting up this circumstance. And so, no, I don't know about that. Let me go straight to the really important thing I thought in this discussion was when him talking about, I don't need a layoff. People may think the extra time helps me, but it doesn't. And I remember, I'm pretty sure, I don't have notes in front of me from 23 years ago, but talking to Michael Jordan about a similar circumstance that when you are in your mid-30s and you get yourself going, these guys are so finely tuned as athletes, and people don't realize the work they put. I think they just think they go to a Gold's Gym and work out. No, they don't. I mean, what they do to get themselves prepared in their mid and late 30s is just extraordinary, and the break doesn't help them. So I get that. That's what I would expect to hear from LeBron, having talked to other older players over the past 30 years. And so that's an interesting thing. But I don't know about the fans. And I agree with LeBron, but is that possible?
No. I mean, that's beating a dead horse. If you have to play the games without fans, we all agree that fan participation makes for rivalries, makes for excitement. But if they decide they have to do it, they have to do it. I thought it was a little bit counterintuitive. I'm interested in what you're saying about Jordan, because to me, I would have thought that this break helped. I want to get to the playoffs. At this point, Mike, the 9th team in the West is 3.5 out, and the 9th team in the East is 5.5 out. We're all sheltering in place here. You played 3 quarters of the season. Go right into the playoffs. If you haven't gotten in now, you're not going to get in.
But Tony,
go right
this speaks
to the playoffs. It may last till September, Mike. It may go beyond.
I agree with you, Tony. I would just say, though, that they sort of dovetail. LeBron I'm sure he wants to play some games again to get himself going, because the layoff is not helping him at this point of his life physically. And I think it may have something to do with that as well. And there might have to be a training camp of some sort. They may need 2 weeks to get themselves going. A week?
Oh, no,
man.
Take advantage of it and play right now. In LeBron's case, this may be his best and last chance to get a championship. Just go. Just go. That's what people want to see. They want to wait. We're going to be waiting for sports for so long. They want to see the sports, I think.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For highlights and analysis, check out the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, check out ESPN+.